Hey everybody, how's it going? It's been a while since I've done this. Today is December 14th, 2023. It is a Thursday. You know what that means. Monster Strike news. And well, I don't think people were too surprised that we were going to get an announcement today. Let's kick it off because we will be starting a new collab right away. It starts tomorrow, December 15th, noon Japan time. It is Spy Family. It will be back for a second time. However, this will be in the alpha collab flavor, which does have some tweaks to it, so we'll go over that in a second. But this is the second time we get Spy Family back, and this is, I guess, celebrating the movie that is about to come out, Code White. Well, without further ado, let's get going. This is an alpha gacha, like I said, so our first monster here will be Lloyd Forger Alpha. He will be a wood type for this time. And here is his ability card, Demi-Human Balance type and Bounce. We've got Super Anti-Gravity Barrier, Anti-Damage Wall, Minesweeper, and Bump Combo ×2. And on his gauge, we have Anti-Transport Wall and Strike Shot Turn Charge. Strike Shot is a mouthful. We've got a whole bunch of different abilities in here for the Strike Shot. First, he gets a speed up, and then he will power up on each wall hit, so that's a Kabedon. On top of that, all touch friendlies will go into bubbly mode for a set amount of turns. And remember, bubbly mode does mean that when a monster in bubbly mode hits a wall or another monster, enemy monster, their speed down rate will be reduced more than just a little bit, retain their speed a little bit more than usual. And then on top of that, there is a chance that when Lloyd, they're all going to be forgers, right? When Lloyd hits an enemy, there's a rare chance that it will also delay that monster as well. We'll have to see what that percentage is, but they did use the kanji for mare ni, which does mean rarely, so I don't expect it to be too high, but let's see how it goes. For his bump combo, we've got Energy Ball and Hexagon Bomb. Both strong bump combos, and of course, keep in mind that he does have the ability of bump combo ×2, so you can hit him twice to activate those powerful bump combos twice. So not too bad. Next up, we have Anya Forger in the alpha flavor. Anya this time will be a fire type monster, and for Anya, you have a Pierce Demi-Human Balance type, and her abilities are Anti-Gravity Barrier, Super Anti-Warp, Null Element Resist M, Super Laser Stop M. You also have Anti-Magic Circle and Super Anti-Speed Down Wall on the gauge. Her Strike Shot, oh my god, I think this might be the first time I had to do this over 4 lines. First, she gets the standard speed power up, and then she will heal any status effects. This also includes Magic Circle Chicken State. Normally when you see the heal all status effects, it does not include that, but they do explicitly call it out, so that's a nice bonus there. On top of healing all the status effects, she will also give invincibility to your touch friendly units for a set amount of turns. We'll have to see how many turns that exactly is once the gacha comes out. And then on top of that, she will increase the weak point effectiveness of all hit enemies. So that's a lot, and there goes my sound. I don't know how to fix that. Bump combo, we've got random healing bullets. That's a Rankidan, but the healing version. So she will shoot out healing bullets in random directions. And you also have Bound Charge, which will help speed up your friendly unit's strike shots. So pretty nice set of... there you go, sounds back. Pretty nice set of support bump combos for Anya here. And last but not least, we have your Forger in the light element. That dress looks amazing. Pierce Demi-Human Speed type, and her abilities are Super Anti-Warp, Minesweeper M, Super Anti-Speed Down Wall, Null Poison, and then bump combo is Anti-Transport Wall. Sorry, gauge abilities are Anti-Transport Wall and Wall Boost. For her Strike Shot, it's pretty straightforward. Speed power up, and then will rarely speed up when she runs into a wall. That's an interesting thing to have a rarely modifier on it, but we'll see how that actually works in practice. And then she will have a special follow-up attack after she's done moving. We'll see, I think it was percentage, but we'll see what it looks like when people are able to crunch the numbers in a little bit. Her bump combos are High Plasma and Chosetsu Exploding Bomb Spread. So we'll see what the ratings are after a few days, and well, hopefully you don't spend too many orbs chasing after these, because remember, we do have the new year right around the corner. The gacha, but I guess the good news is this gacha will last until January 2nd, 11:59 a.m. So you don't have to pull it now. You could see how you do with the new year gacha, and then on the next day you have what, 36 hours to use your leftover orbs to see if you want to follow up on Spy Family or not. But of course, don't forget, I did say that the old gacha would be coming back, and that will also be available. However, as is the case with all alpha collab style gachas, the two gachas are completely separate. Normally you have a chance to get the other older versions in the new gacha, but at a standard rate. It doesn't have the rate up percentages. That is never the case with alpha gachas. They are completely separate, so you will only get the alpha monsters on the alpha gacha. You only get the original monsters in the original gacha. So please be careful about that when you are deciding which gacha to pull. Unfortunately, there are no listed updates for the original forms of the Spy Family characters, which is one big downside of these collab alpha gachas. I don't like that for this reason. So it's unfortunate that they don't get any love with this update, but so be it. That's unfortunately the case. Do note that the old gacha will also last until January 2nd. Oh. The next event, quest monsters, we've got Damien Desmond here in Wood. We've got Frankie Franklin in Light. And we also have our lethal, not insidious, lethal quest with Fiona Frost here. She has two forms, the Evo and the Ascended form here. Now do note that the quests end on December 31st, 2359. So once it turns to the new year, you cannot play any of the actual quests. You could bell for them, but the actual quests will end in 2023, so please be careful about that. Remember, the gacha will last 2 more days after, which, you know, is the amount of days you could use a travel bell to recover these quests if you happen to miss them. They did also announce that a Collab Guardian Beast will be available with the Spy Family Alpha event. As is the case with these Collab Guardian Beast, fragments will be dropped at a doubled rate than usual, because I don't know if you've tried to do it. Normally it is quite painful. On top of that, you can use biscuits to help you just get it over with. I usually end up using a few biscuits because I get tired of playing these quests. But you really want to get them because, you know, you do need 500 shards to unlock a Guardian Beast fully. You normally only get 400 that you can use. Usually a collab will have other means to pick up the last 100, but that's not always the case. Now, the Guardian Beast that you can pick up will be the dog, Bond Forger here, and Bond's ability is monsters of the same type as the monster that uses this ability will all get a boost in power, that is, I believe, attack and bump combo. You can see level 1 is a measly 1%, but the level 10 is a 15% boost. The requirements for using Bond Forger's Guardian Beast ability is to use 3 strike shots. And of course, it wouldn't be a collab with some missions. We are going to be following the Forger family and increasing our affinity with each of the family members. When you do that, you will get various rewards. What are those rewards, you ask? Well, let's take a look at this chart here. You can see Lloyd, Anya, and Yor will have different abilities. They get activated at 50 points and 100 points. Once you hit the 50 point mark for Lloyd, you'll be getting a 1.2 times bonus for the gold egg boss drops, which of course is very good to speed up your farming. So I would not miss out on that. Once you get to 100 points with Lloyd, that bonus increases to 1.5x. Now, for those of you who like to farm EXP, Anya will give you a nice EXP boost. Once you get 50 points for her, you get 20x the EXP bonus, and for 100 points that increases to 40x. Now, it does look like that the abilities only affect collab quests, as well as library quests. So probably the library quests, you can use the Chozetsu difficulty to increase that maybe. So we'll have to see what's the ideal way to EXP farm with this bonus. And last but not least, we have yours bonus here in the red. Once you get to 50 points, that'll give you a 10% boost in all of your monsters' attack and bump combo damage. Get to 100 points, that doubles to a 20% boost. So figure out which one you want to prioritize and use that to your advantage for the collab quest. Now, how do you get these points? Well, unsurprisingly, there are missions associated with the family members. You'll see 3 missions there. One will get you 30 points, 15 points, and 5 points for accomplishing them. There are going to be 3 missions. I assume it's going to be random. They've been doing random a lot lately, which makes it hard for me to get it translated for you ahead of time. But hopefully it's pretty straightforward. Highly recommend joining the Discord channel so you can just ask people who are available when the new missions drop. But accomplish those missions, you get points. Pretty straightforward. You're gonna want to again get to 100 points at least so that you can unlock all those bonuses. Now there are other ways to earn points. This is just like the standard way to do them. You will get 1 point for every 50 stamina you spent. And you have to actually clear the quest. You can't just spend it and die. Every 50 stamina you use that way, you'll get 1 point for the member you are following. Also, if you get 5 boss drops from an event quest or the library, that will also get you 1 point. And the other way to get a point is to get 5 of the gold berries from the temple. So these have no limits. You can keep doing them no matter what. Obviously the missions you can only do once per day, or the 3 missions each you can do once to get that set of points. But the other way to just slowly stack up points is this way. Now here is a summary of the rewards that you can get. You can see that, like I was saying, there's usually a way to get those shards to get the 500 for this collab. Here is the way you need to get 40 and 80 points to pick up those additional shards. But you can see there are some bonus badges that you can get if you get all the way up to 300 points for a particular family member. Remember, you don't have to do that. The column in red at the rightmost side to get that super type scroll is only requiring 100 points per family member. If you get all 3 at 100, you will get that reward. Now, before we wrap up the collab talk, we do have a login bonus monster that will be Becky Blackbell here in the fire element, and you will be able to get 12 copies of her per day. On top of that, day 2 and 5 you will be able to get a Tokudama, which gets you a single free pull on the Collab Gacha. Of course, don't forget day 3 you will get a nice good job sticker featuring Bond Forger there. And this is the case with all collabs. When you have a login monster, that monster will feature as a max luck monster despite its current luck. That means you will always get 2 drops if you start with her on your team. Of course, if you want her to stay max luck, you'll need to actually finish her off before the collab ends. That's it for the collab. We just have a little extra news before we wrap up. Of course, the 20th of December will be Monster Strike Day. That Tokudama is for the new Spy Family Gacha, only for the new Alpha one. It does not apply to the old Spy Family Gacha, so please be careful about that. And our Transcension Kai for this week will be Corsair. And Corsair here is a Union. Union is quite a rare class. Super speed type. She is also a pierce type there. Super anti-gravity barrier and anti-damage wall are her main abilities. And for her connect skill, she has flight, down position killer L, and strike shot turn reducer. The ability, the connect skills activate once you have 2 or more non-union classes, or you have 2 or more non-speed type classes, which should be very easy to accomplish, unless I guess you really want to do a full party of Corsairs, which I don't know, probably not what you want to do. But her strike shot is a motivate. It's just the standard flavor where you need to actually touch your friendly units to get them to move, and her bomb combo is chosen to pure summoning 12, along with defense and speed up. And for those of you lucky enough to have the Christmas version of Corsair, there is a special Transcension Kai version of her available. And that is it for today. Next Sponsor Strike news will be next week. We probably will get the announcement of a follow-up follow-up Insidious, right? Because we got the lethal now, and we also didn't get any Strikers card bonus here, so I would expect something there on the 21st, and then the announcement for the New Year's, the road to New Year's, probably next week as well, and then probably on the 28th we will get the announcement of what the New Year character will be. So please be careful about your orbs. Here are next week lucky monsters. Just make sure you know what you're doing when you pull or not pull for Spy Family Alpha. That's it for me today. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. But of course, if you like what you saw, do consider hitting the like button and subscribing, because you are going to get the Monster Strike news in English. I don't know if you're going to get it anywhere but here, but I do that for you every week, so don't miss out on that. You definitely don't want to miss out on the road to the new year. Monst on Twitter/X is available for all of these slides. They're already up there. Go ahead and take a look at that anytime you want. And of course, the Discord channel has these slides as well. And of course, a whole community that loves the game and speak English as well. That's it for me today. Thank you for watching, and until next time, bye bye.